Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm so excited for tonight's dinner. It's something that I don't do very often, maybe once or twice a year. It takes some prep work, takes some planning out, and it's a little bit pricier, but it's summertime. It's a perfect time for these, and I'm so excited. So tonight we are going to be doing crab cakes. Oh, I'm so excited. So for starters, we have to get the crab cakes together, and you have to have them set for at least an hour in your fridge, and just to get them to set together so that they're easier for frying. So that kind of shows you that you need to plan a little bit. So let's get started here. So right now I have 2 large eggs that I'm going to go ahead and put in my bowl. Okay. And I'm gonna, oops, I forgot Old Bay. Okay, and then we are gonna, it's a new thing at Old Bay, I just used the last of it on my shrimp boil the other week. Okay, and we are going to use a teaspoon and a half of just 1 teaspoon of Old Bay, sorry. Just a teaspoon of Old Bay. I need my teaspoon for wet ingredients, so I definitely want to get that started. Okay. Gabriel, are you trying to help me? Mommy needs that. Okay, so we need 2.5 tablespoons of mayo.
Help me.
You're helping me? You're gonna get a little messy here. It is what it is. That's 2 tablespoons right there.
No.
Half a tablespoon. No, sir. No, sir. All right, I'm gonna wash my hands.
I'll make it a bird egg.
Yeah?
I'll make it the eggs.
You're making eggs? Oh my goodness. Okay, so you're gonna do 1.5 teaspoons of Dijon mustard. I'm gonna need that teaspoon in again. And a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. I can't say it. It's a hard one. Oh, my son.
Making water. I'm making that.
Yeah?
I'm making.
Okay, and then we want 1 stalk of finely chopped celery. Going in, and then 1/4 teaspoon, once I can get my 1/4 teaspoon off of my son, of salt. Okay, can I see this real quick? I'll let you have it back in just a second. Okay, and then we're gonna mix all of this stuff together. No, please don't touch those. Those are dirty here. You can have this one. You can have that one.
That one.
Yeah, that one. So we're just gonna get this all mixed in together.
I'm making.
Yeah, you making it? No, I'm not opening the salt for you.
Open
You
that.
already spilled glitter all over the place. You're not spilling salt all over the place. Chew. Sorry about your bad luck. Okay, and that's pretty incorporated in and mixed in very well. The doorbells are ringing. The dogs are going crazy. Okay, so now we have that all mixed in together. We are going to add 1/2 cup of panko breadcrumbs. And I always get the seasoned ones because I just feel like it gives you more flavor than the not seasoned ones. Of course. Now this is gonna make about 6 crab cakes, which is perfect. 1 to 2 per adult should be plenty. Just throw that in there. And now you need a pound of lump crab cake. If you get jumbo lump, just make sure you make it a little bit smaller, because if the pieces are too big, it's not going to stick together well. But you also, with this lump crab, you do not want it to shred too much, because that'll cause a mess. But I'm just kind of like lightly going through here, because I just want to make sure that there's no crab pieces in here, because that's never fun to bite into. And crab meat's pretty expensive, so that's why I don't do this dish very often. It's playing with the eggshells. Goodness. That's why I don't do this dish very often, because like it's expensive. So, which is kind of better, because then we don't have it too often. So when we do have it, it's kind of like a special treat. And all right, there we go. Let me just rinse off my hands. Okay, so with this, you just want to gently fold it in. You don't really want to go too hard with the stirring. I'm just getting it to where everything is incorporated. And then we're going to make our crab cakes. And this will make about 6 crab cakes, which is plenty for 2 to 3 adults. Now my sides, I'm going to do corn on the cob, and then I'm going to do Brussels sprouts, only because I was supposed to use the Brussels sprouts the other night for dinner, and then I forgot about them, and I didn't use them, so I need to use them before they go bad, because they're too good to waste. I love Brussels sprouts. Okay, this is looking good. Then I gotta figure something else out. I'm not really too sure what else I could make go with crab cakes. I'm thinking about just doing some maybe rice. I know like potatoes can kind of go, like mashed potatoes or something, maybe. I don't really know. But I'm doing that for dinner tomorrow night, so I don't really want to do that for dinner tonight as well, because it just doesn't make sense. Okay, so I have a cookie sheet here, baking tray, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to go ahead and shape my crab cakes as best as possible. Gonna kind of more ball them, kind of like hamburger patty-ish, I guess, more. No, sir. And you definitely, if you would try to put these in the frying pan right now like this, they would just completely fall apart, and that's something you do not want at all. So you definitely do not want to skip the step of putting them into the fridge. Do not. And at least an hour. Mine are probably going to be in for 2 or so hours. Gabe, please stop touching that. Okay, sorry about the sun difficulties. So I went ahead and finished making the patties. I got 7 out of my mixture. I could have did them a little bit bigger and everything, but it'll all work out perfectly fine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to cover them and put them in the refrigerator for at least an hour. That is a very important thing, at least an hour. For me, they're probably going to be in there about 2 to 3 hours. This is something like if you have extra time in the morning, you can always whip this together first thing in the morning before you head out to work. And then it's ready for dinner when you come home as well. That's another option. So I'm going to go ahead and get these in the fridge right now, covered up, put in the fridge, and then we'll be back here to cook them up here in a little bit. Alrighty, so these have been in my fridge for probably about 3 hours now. So right now I am currently heating up a pan of vegetable oil. I just have it coated along the bottom, not too thick in there, and I have it on medium heat, and that's what I'm going to cook the crab cakes on. Now for my sides, I did do Brussels sprouts. I did them, I've showed you all how to do these before, the way that I do them with the olive oil and the balsamic vinegar coated with a little bit of salt on it. And then I have corn on the cob in this pot right here that I put in about a little bit. I really don't know how much I put in, but I put about a little bit of sugar into the pot with the water, and then I put the corn on the cobs in, and then I have that on high, and then I'm just gonna let that boil while I'm making these. It's probably still gonna not coincide very well, but it'll go. We'll get it done. I'm just waiting on my pan to heat up just a little bit here, and then I'll get those in. This one crab cake kind of fell apart a little bit. Okay, so I want to show you first how the crab cakes look coming out. So we are going to put them in our pan. They might not all fit because I do have 7 of them. So we'll get as much in there as we can. It's on medium heat, and we're going to do 3 to 5 minutes on each side. So let's just get our first one on. I kind of just pick it up. I don't want to crowd the pan too much, so I still have 2 more to cook. So we'll just wait for those for a minute. So we're gonna get these on, and it's gonna be 3 to 5 minutes each side. So see you back in a couple minutes. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and flip them over to the other side somehow. Oh, look at that golden color. It's so pretty. Okay, and so I'm going to leave these go for about 3 to 5 more minutes. The other side might not take as long, but I'm not sure yet. Okay, so it's been about 4 or so minutes, but I think I'm going to go ahead and pull off these ones that were on here first, and then flip the other ones. Let me just check them out. Oh, yes, perfect. Look at that golden brown color. That is just perfect. I'm going to get all these off and get the other ones flipped, and then all we're doing is just waiting on our Brussels sprouts and our corn on the cob to get finished, and then we will be all set. Oh, these are looking so good. Oh, I cannot wait. Okay, I have the final product here. I'm so excited to eat this tonight. Oh, I don't even want to wait to show you. Like, wait to after I eat it to show you. It's so good, and we threw some Old Bay seasoning on the corn cob as well, and it's gonna be so delicious with my Brussels sprouts. Just look at this crab cake. Oh, that's just so good. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy this recipe, and just give my pages likes, shares, subscribes, all that stuff. Thank you. I really appreciate you all.